Yeah, I've always enjoyed the online space for animation because, particularly animation, you can just think something and then it appears.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the exact same limitations as live action in terms of being able to do something in a practical sense. You can just have one person creating whatever they want, and as long as they put enough time and effort into it, then it can look incredible. And so animation has really been the space on the internet where I was able to find, at least for a good period of time, a lot of really boundary pushing and like kind of edgy experimental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Old Newgrounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And although now we've come to a point where it's like, okay, our advertisers going to be happy, and we don't have the same rules for YouTubers as they would for something like South Park for some reason.
Yeah.
Now it seems like a bit more tough to thrive in this space, but at the same time, there's also, people like Jamie are getting like, lots of mainstream recognition at this point even, and we're seeing a lot of independent animation. Like,
well, you forget like there was that whole the whole golden era of when the algorithm actually favored the more like shorter form, flashy content. Yeah, so then
sweet.
all the Newgrounders, like they kind of ruled the roost for a time before that change. And like just fast forwarding to now, all the people they've inspired, be it you and me, or this is such a talented group of people that the Harry Partridges, the Zach Hadels, moving on to Smiling Friends.
Exactly,
now. It's a big
Cusack.
deal, really. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Respect to those guys.
And I love that
it's also
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead, please.
I love that they are continuing to feature YouTube people in the show.
Yes.
They're like, it's the best.
They're not like, we're beyond that and we're too good for that.
Not snooty about it.
I think I saw a clip on Twitter. They got the nostalgia critic in an episode.
The critic, yes.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but
I haven't watched the episode, but but it's great, and respect to Doug for even doing that. Like that's so cool. Like I love the cameos they've been pulling from that show.
Yo, Zach, if you're listening, Zach, hit up Alex. He's a talented voice actor who was in Hunt Down the Freeman, and I think he would fit.
Supporting and Hunt Down the Freeman. I can play Asian dudes any day.
What a pull.
If you want a good reel, you can just look up I Hate Everything Hunt Down the Freeman clips. You'll find like a perfect demo reel for Alex.
That's my jam. I got like a huge poster in my house, like a shrine. I pray to it every day.
It's your greatest achievement.
By far.
God, it's really an interesting time to see, like, on one end the Smiling Friends is like if you're on that ship, that's really great, but also there's a lot of YouTubers that are just retiring right now. Like I think that's also kind of a weird state of the industry, is that like live action and animation people that I've followed for years are like, I'm done, like I don't want to do this anymore. And I remember I used to work at a place called Channel Frederator as like a channel manager, and I'd meet all these like animators and artists, and like it just was this cool, exciting time. And then almost immediately is when the algorithm changed to like not favor these cool short animations, and that was really demoralizing for them, demoralizing for me, because I genuinely was excited for the future. And then once it was clear there wasn't much of a future in this career, I was like, oh man, get out. And hopefully that's why it's great that like Zach and Michael got like a win. They got something. They made a show that they tried pitching before, or Zach and Chris O'Neill tried getting a show on Adult Swim, and like they just never picked it up. And I'm really glad that Smiling Friends and Koala Man like came right after that. So keep at it if you're trying to get your vision off and things don't really work out. Just and also have some good friends, have a good network.
Networking is so much
like-minded artists. That goes a long way too.
It really is. You got to know people.
You can't do it on your own. Anyone that it seems like they do everything on their own, they don't. Like everyone gets a little bit of help, and that's okay. That's just what you need.